Deerfield Middle School and High School students, and welcome to the first installment of the Demon Digest. It is your friendly Demon Digest host, Mr. Jacobson, and I could not be more excited to be here. We're happy to have you here virtually. We're excited to get going, and we're looking forward to a great first quarter of virtual instruction. You're now in your very first mentor meeting, and so hopefully everything is going smoothly for you with Google Meets. The Demon Digest is going to be something that comes to you weekly on Monday during your mentor meeting time. We're going to be using this Demon Digest to get you any announcements that we need. We're also going to be using it to maybe give you some how-tos, talk about some things that might be up and coming. Hopefully we'll be able to highlight some good student work that's been happening while you've been virtual, maybe some things happening throughout the community, and maybe even some fun or cool things that your teachers have been doing while they've been back at school here. So we look forward to having a great first quarter, and we're happy to have you. Stay tuned for more of the Demon Digest. The first thing I want to highlight in our Demon Digest is the use of our DHS and DMS Canvas courses. All high schoolers have been invited to this DHS course, and all middle schoolers have been invited to this DMS course. If we take a look inside, they're going to look very similar. You're going to see that we have the Virtual High School Master for the fall 2020. This is the virtual schedule that you'll be following. Obviously, the middle school is a little bit different. You'll find yours in the middle school class. If you scroll down to the bottom of these, you'll see all of our different types of schedules, like our office hours or how our music schedule is going to work. Mr. Peterson and Miss Lang are going to be in contact with those of you in band and choir to figure out this sectional schedule. You're also going to be able to see for the high schoolers when our clubs meet. If you continue to scroll, you'll see that you have some other helpful informational videos here. Another welcome from yours truly. You got some info on how we're going to be doing grading and taking attendance and so on and so forth. You can check these out on your own time. You should all have access to this course now. If you haven't already, please check your email because the invite to that course is in there. But if you're logged into Canvas, you should see an additional pop-up that is inviting you to join this course. The next thing I want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable using is Google Calendar. Your teachers are going to be setting up recurring Google Meets on Google Calendar, so you're able to find them super easily. In Google Calendar, once you know what day it is, you should be able to click on your different Google Meet. You can see I have an A-team meeting here, and if I click on that, I should be able to join the Google Meet. Once you click on Join the Google Meet, it's going to kick you right into the Google Meet. As long as the owner of that Google Meet is there, you'll be able to jump right in. You should see all of your classes and all of the Google Meets that you've been invited to for the week and for each day listed on your Google Calendar. Another way to find these is inside your Gmail. In Gmail, if you click on this calendar logo in the top right-hand corner, it will kick out from the right-hand side, and you can see all of the different things that you have scheduled for that day. Now, I know I just showed you inside of Gmail, and I know you guys are capable of getting into your own Gmail. But if you're not, please make sure that you're contacting a teacher or someone down in the offices that can help you get set up with that. It is going to be very important that you check your email multiple times daily. If you have a smartphone, I would highly, highly recommend getting that email account set up on your smartphone as well to make sure that you're not missing any of the announcements that come up. And it's also going to be the most efficient way for you to contact your teachers and to ask them questions outside of their office hours. Their office hours are going to be incredibly important as well. So stay tuned. We're going to take a look at those next. Speaking of office hours, let's go take a look at those guys. So we're going to take a look at the middle school office hours. And in middle school office hours, you can see that each teacher has filled out all of their office hours and how they're going to be offered. So in here, you will see that these are live links. So you can go ahead and click right on this and jump right into Mrs. Cantieri's office hours. Now, obviously nobody else is here. Mrs. Cantieri is obviously going to have to be here in order for office hours of hers to work, but that is how you're going to be operating office hours. See that she's offering them on Monday from 2 to 3, sometime between 2 and 3. If you want to go talk to Ms. Cantieri, you're clicking on that link and you should be kicked right in there. Our Deerfield cross-country teams competed on Thursday in Cambridge. Our boys won the meet and our girls took second. Our top boy finisher was Martin Kimmel, finishing third overall, with Caleb Kimmel and Eric Stasic finishing 16th and 17th overall out of 89 total runners that took place in the boys' race that were spread throughout the day. Mackenzie Hunt was the top girl finisher for Deerfield, finishing in 33rd place. Congratulations, everybody. Now, I received a few different questions regarding our schedules. And if you take a look here, this is looking at the high school schedule first. We'll also go into the middle school schedule. But if you look at the schedule that is on Skyward, it's going to look something similar to this, with a 0 hour being your mentor teacher. As you can see here, whoever's schedule this is has the mentor teacher is Heckendorf. So hopefully this person is sitting in a live Google Meet with Heckendorf right now. This 0 hour is going to meet at 9 to 9:30 for 30 minutes during your mentor meeting. That's what this mentor time is for. Now, after mentor meeting, after this mentor time, this student would be going on to first block. Now, first block is going to run from 9:35 to 10:15 for 40 minutes. After first block at 10:15, this student will have a break. All high school students will have a break before coming back at 10:25, where this student will then be going with Mrs. George into Foods 1. After Foods 1, you can see that they're going straight into Block 4. Block 4 being Spanish 1 with Mrs. Schultz. So Miss Schultz is going to be with you for Block 4. Now, you'll notice we skipped over Block 3, and this student has choir with Miss Lang during Block 3. So in this case, she will be either having a choir sectional during this lunchtime. As you can see, we have choir sectionals here from 12:20 to 12:50. That's the second half of lunch. Or there's going to be some sectionals in the afternoon times as well. But this student will be hearing from Miss Lang, trying to figure out when those choir sectionals, when this student's choir sectionals specifically are going to meet. After lunch, they're going into Block 5, and that takes us to 1:30. If this student were in band, they might have a band sectional in that 1:30 to 2 time, but this student is done at 1:30 and then going into their resource time. Those that aren't going into the resource time might be going into some sort of band sectionals. Others are going into this resource time where they can use office hours, they can go to study groups, they can work on homework, whatever they need to do to be prepared for the next day. Now, if we take a look at the middle school looks similar, but there's a few more classes. So again, first or 0 hour is their mentor. This student's mentor teacher is Mr. Widensee. So hopefully this student is sitting in a live Google Meet with Mr. Widensee right now. They're going to be meeting from 8:30 to 9 daily during that mentor meeting time. Now, in this schedule, you can see we also skip over band and choir, but at the middle school level, band and choir happens during first period. So there is no first period because that will be hit on during lunch with band sectionals or after 1:30 from 1:30 to 2 for choir sectionals if you're in choir. So this student would be skipping over first hour and going straight to second hour, which is Science 8 with Miss Freevault. Mrs. Freevault is going to be meeting with the student for period 2, then period 3 with Mr. Mueller there for literature, and so on and so forth. You can also see that we skip over period 5. There isn't even a period 5 in your schedule because typically that is your specials rotation. Middle school specials will not be meeting mandatorily. You're going to be getting more information next week during your Demon Digest about how middle school specials are going to be operating, so you can look forward to that for next week, Monday, you middle schoolers. I forgot to point out, for those of you that see that you have 2 classes during the same hour, that is not a mistake. That is because you're going to go to these classes every other day. So during 8th hour for this student, the first day they're going to be going to Phi Ed, and in the second day, they're going to be going to computers with Mr. Witchlaz, and back and forth every other day for the entire first term. Today's joke of the day is submitted by Mrs. Callahan. There are 2 wind turbines standing next to each other in a wind farm. One fan asked to the other one, "Hey, what's your favorite type of music?" The other one answered, I'm a really big metal fan.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Jacobson signing off and reminding you to make it a great day. Or not. The choice is yours.